Hello, I'm Brigantia Blackbird of the Blackbird Grimoire. Welcome to the Havamal. This week we are looking at verse 132. We've got our three translations all set up, so let me begin with the one by Olive Bray. I counsel thee, stray singer, accept my counsels. They will be thy boon if thou obey'st them. They will work thy weal if thou winst them. Hold not in scorn, nor mock in thy halls a guest or wandering wight. Now for the second translation by W.H. Auden and P.B. Taylor. Mock not the traveller met on the road, nor maliciously laugh at the guest. Scoff not at guests, nor to the gate chase them, but relieve the lonely and wretched. And then the final translation from Bellows. Mock not the traveller met on the road, nor maliciously laugh at the guest. So, respect your guests. Hospitality is a high virtue throughout the pagan world, both past and present, and this is something that is strongly emphasized throughout the Havamal. If you remember watching the beginning of the series, if you were following the channel, then a lot of those initial verses had a lot to do with being a good host, being a good guest. It was discussed over and over again about what was fitting and what was not. And of course, back in the day, before there were widespread hotels and other conveniences, travelers really depended upon anyone who might take them in and shelter them for the night, even if it was only in the barn. Travel was extremely difficult, and people generally were not traveling without having a very good reason to do so. And of course, travelers, they could encounter any number of dangers, the terrain, inclement weather, wild animals, wild people, and so they would be in need of a kind and civilized reception when they actually did get back to being around other people. So laughing at them, being inhospitable, visiting harm upon them, that would be just a severe and unforgivable breach of pagan values. That's really not who we are as people. And then gratitude. The recipients of this hospitality, if we're going to talk about the balancing side of the scale, they should be grateful for the kindness bestowed upon them, respectful to those who offered it, and adhere to local customs. The difference between a guest and an invader has a lot to do with whether or not they are going with the flow and conforming to what is customary for the people who are being kind to them. If you are here I haven't lived here and I think things should be done my way and I'm just going to throw all your customs and your beliefs out the window, that's an invader, and quite frankly, they should be treated accordingly. So learning to be a good guest is just as vital as learning to be a good host. And of course, we should be ready to reciprocate. There will be times in our lives when we are hosting or when we are being the guest. And even the most independent of souls is never completely insulated from needing others or a helping hand from time to time. And this is not a shameful thing. This is how the gods made us, to be interdependent, so we might know the joy of companionship and the blessings of kindness. So that is what I took out of the verse for this week. Next week, of course, we'll be moving on to verse 133. But in the meantime, I would be very interested to know, what did you take out of this verse? How do you see it relating to the world around us? And just where did your thoughts take you? I'd be very interested to know. So do let me know in the comments. And of course, I will see you guys next time. Bye.